What if I told you that one word can change the course of your financial future forever? I'm Ken Honda, also known as the Zen Millionaire. I was lucky enough to be mentored by Wahei Takeda, also known as the Warren Buffett of Japan. Wahei was an interesting person. He was known as so wealthy person, so when I visited his office, I thought there would be like 4 security guards guarding his entire office. It's a huge complex, but the door is open. And I was wondering if there's any security camera. And I went in, there were doors, but doors also slided open. That means it wasn't even locked. Wahei was very well known and famous and wealthy, but he didn't have a security guard, and also he didn't have his front door locked. So he welcomed any guests. He, of course, invited the owner of public companies because he was one of the biggest investors. But at the same time, he welcomed young students and housewives and people who lost money and they're desperate for money. He didn't discriminate against people by their financial needs. One time, this man showed up to Wahei's office. So this poor guy who lost his job, lost his family, who was desperate and needed the advice, life advice for Wahei. This man asked Wahei for some loan. And Wahei said, I don't like giving loans to people, but I can buy something from you. And the man asked, what is it that you need from me? I have nothing that I can offer you. So Wahei said with a big smile, I'm not going to buy anything from you, but if you just keep repeating the same word over and over, I'll buy that time from you. I'm going to buy your word for 1 cent. So if you keep repeating this word 100,000 times, I give you 100,000 yen. And come back about a month and I'll know that if you said it or not. So the magic word he promised to say 3,300 times a day. And after 1 month, it amounts to about 100,000 times. So in the morning, when he was brushing his teeth, when he was walking, when he was cooking meals, when he was preparing dishes, when he went to a bath, he kept on repeating the same word over and over 3,300 times per day for 30 days. This 1 month was so intensive. And after about a month, he came back to Wahei's office, totally transformed. Wahei, with a big smile, said, you repeated the word 100,000 times, right? And the man said, yes, of course. And then, please listen to me. What happened in the past month? And he was sharing about the glories of what happened in the past month by repeating the same word and over and over. And Wahei said, I told you I didn't need to check if you were doing that or not. You came back as a totally different person. So thank you. That was a good shopping for me too. Because not only I bought your energy and time, I bought the happiness of your lifetime. Do you want to know the magic word? Wahei said, arigato, arigato, arigato. If you repeat 3,000 times a day, that amounts to 100,000 times a month. And Wahei suggested 1 million times a year. Because once you start saying thank you, thank you, thank you, your mind shifts. So you focus more on appreciation and what you have in your life and what you have in the present situation. So instead of complaining about what went wrong, what's going to be wrong, this man focused on thanking the situation and appreciating his family, appreciating the people that he worked with, appreciating the person who interviewed him for his job. After about 100,000 times of arigato or thank you, he didn't have to borrow some money anymore. So if you want to change your financial future, I recommend you start saying thank you, thank you, thank you. And you can do it with your feelings. You can do it like mantra. Either way works. So just try that. It doesn't cost you anything. After about a month, you have a totally different life. Some of you may wonder that in order to make it work, you have to keep saying thank you, thank you, thank you more than 100,000 times. The answer is no. You can start doing just say 10 or 20 or 100 would be nice. Because once you start saying thank you, thank you, thank you, you get bored after 20 or 30 thank you. Your mind is kind of wandering to this state that, what am I thinking about? Why am I saying thank you, thank you, thank you? Because I have this beautiful family, because I have a great job, because I have some money in the bank, because I'm healthy, nothing is painful. So once you focus on this appreciation, whatever you appreciate, appreciate. So the thing that you put your focus on will be attracted to you. Wahei was not necessarily a spiritual person in that sense, but when it comes down to the habit, I think saying thank you more than 100,000 times really work. And he even said, increase 10 more thank yous a day would just create more miracles in your life too. So if you think 100,000 times is too much, why don't we just try 10 more thank yous a day? The most important thing is this shift into the habit of gratitude by saying arigato. So let's start saying thank you more to each other and to ourselves. And if we increase our thank you more than 10 times a day, we feel definitely better, and also we can appreciate one another more. So if you like the wisdom of Wahei Takeda, please check the next video right here.